Yo, what's up YouTube? It's DykeNXDan signing here, bringing you another Granblue Fantasy video, and today we're going to be doing a review on the beta itself. So we've been playing a lot of the beta for Rising, and I just want to get my overall thoughts and impressions on what is exactly going on inside of this game. So right off the bat, the game looks good, like there's nothing to say about that. Game feels just as good as it was before, and of course with everything they're putting inside the game with, like, you know, the new modes and all the characters becoming free, very nice package overall. Talking about the actual crossplay, everything seems pretty good. Like, I haven't ran into too many issues. There's one game that I played where it like completely, like, I don't know what happened, the game destroyed itself. But besides that, for the most part, most of my matches have been pretty good with the crossplay and stuff like that. So being able to play all these different people and having matches come very quickly feels very good for this game, and the rollback feels pretty good. Like, it feels very responsive. I'm able to do things, you know, like do like single hit confirms and stuff like that very well. So far I've been having a really good time with the rollback for this game. You know, Arxis has sort of you know, familiarized themselves with that. You know, side games, of course, you know, helping along with this stuff. But overall, this is a pretty good package when it comes to that stuff. Now, talking about the new mechanics, right? So, you know, this game has a bunch of new mechanics. They did away with the old mechanic, which is very weird to me, seeming that they made new mechanics like the overdrive and then, like, you know, the dash forward, dash back. They took all those away, and they have these brand new mechanics inside the game, which is going to be this right here. So you have the ultimate skill, as you just saw me do. I gotta keep pausing because it's always in queue. It's always in queue, so I can't pause the queue. But if you pause the game, you can pause the queue. So yeah, that's one of them right there, and it's just, they seem very, I want to say, lackluster as far as the ultimate skills go for majority of the characters that I tested so far. So from what I've seen from the game, they typically are like something that's really fast or a more enhanced version of your super, but they always, when they hit, do combo limit, as you can see. So all of these do combo limit. So I did that one, I did this one, they do combo limit. So when you hit with them, you can't really extend off of them, which I feel like is a big issue, but they cost 50 meters, so you're spending 50 meters to like not get really that much reward. Now they do you know, knock down pretty well, and you can like sort of try to come in a little bit, but you do get meter refunded if it actually hits. So while it costs 50, it is 25 technically if it hit, and even on block, it seems like. So if you like put the person on block, it seems like you refunded, but if it whiffs, then you lose 50 meter altogether when it comes to that. So that's the ultimate skill. The other thing is the universal overhead and low. So if you do the auto combo, you get the overhead like that. So you do the forward and button, heavy button, and then you do the forward and medium button on the second one, you get the low. Now the low gives a knockdown and puts them right in front of you. The overhead, for some reason, which makes sense, I guess, puts you a little bit further away, so you actually cannot get another like close button. So if I do it again, as you can see, I'm actually too far out to get another close button, as you can see that. So you can't get close buttons off of that. Now the low, I guess it makes sense, because you typically, you know, you block lows and then you try to react the overheads. The overhead's kind of fast. It's like similar to like how the old overhead was, but it seems a little bit faster, like harder to react to, especially since they got the new mix up with it with the low. So that mechanic's okay, but the other mechanic, as far as this goes, so you have these like run buttons. These are pretty good. Like they give some pretty unique things to some characters. So you have like one that's a low for his characters. You have this one. So this one is unique to like a lot of characters. The run one like that, the heavy one, some characters can get like staggers and they get combos off of it. Some characters get weird things like Lewayne, where his becomes like a cross-up situation. So you have to worry about cross-up, and it can put you back into the corner like that. You know, this game has a guard button, so it's not the end of the world. It's not too crazy. And that's just his, but like I said, some characters get combos and stuff from it. The other one, it seems like it's pretty plus. This one right here, like if you hit with that, and especially if they're crouching, you could pick up for a combo. So you get stuff like that. So you get like a standing medium button and pick it up for a combo and stuff like that. Now they have did a small balance changes to the game as well, which a lot of people are recognizing. So on top of everything that we've seen, some characters just have new things. Like there's certain confirms that I know my characters have that just weren't there before. Like Lewayne can do stuff like this pretty well now. Like he could do stuff like that that wasn't there before. You had to usually always spin an EX. They also changed things around to where characters can't do triple lows no more. So usually before, you'll be able to get like triple low, but you can't do that no more. Like even with the sliding momentum, 2 is the max that they have given characters. Now I tested with a couple of characters, so it seems to be pretty universal on top of that, which very interesting choice. I don't really know exactly why that is, but that is the thing. Also, the biggest thing that a lot of people are taking note of for this game is they took a lot of knockdowns out. So a lot of things that would be a hard knockdown are no longer hard knockdowns in the game. Things like EXDP, if you take an EXDP from her, this is no longer hard knockdown. You see quick get up, so you get quick get ups from that. Same thing with Wayne's. This used to give him a setup and you get a hard knockdown. He no longer get those setups. They can mash out of that now. So you got to do like different things on your actual knockdowns now, which is fairly interesting. I don't know why they actually made that change. I guess they probably thought people were getting oppressed, but then they put a lot of like, I don't know, oppressive options in the game. They put like, you know, you have like these running lows now, and this running thing that gives a stagger combo, this running thing that seems like, I think it's plus. The light one, I think they are plus. Yeah, you just got all these like, you know, crazy like come in tools now. On top of one of the most oppressive tools in the game, which we're about to talk about, which is this thing right here. So this move right here for 25 meter gives you this unblockable attack. So we put the character on block right here. It unblockable them. So 25 meter it unblockables, but you don't really get anything off of it. It's just a stagger unblockable. If you happen to spend another 25 meter though, like that, you actually get to combo off the unblockable. So every character in the game universally have this unblockable now, which is absolutely crazy. There is a way out of it though, but it's a weird input. You have to press the block button, the medium button, and the heavy button all at the same time before they do the second attack. So if you do it on the first attack, you can do it. So just to show what that would look like, if I could do it in time. So there we go. There's a recording. Have her do it. And then there you go, back off. So that took 50 meter from me as well, as you can see. So it took 50 meters. So in order to get out of the unblockable, you need 50 meter yourself, which is crazy, right? So you need to spend 50 meter to get out of the unblockable. Now, they have made things better as far as, you know, you still have access to your like EXDPs and stuff like that. So if you're expecting that you're going to get hit with the unblockable at the start of it, you could try to DP out and stuff like that, but that's a risk you got to take. But these things are really fast, so it's not a sense of like you're going to be reacting to this. It's just like, oh, I'm in this situation, I probably have to try to DP. So it forces an RPS game that wasn't here before. And there's some characters that don't even have to spend an extra 50 meter. As long as they have something on you, they could just do it. For example, Fairy, if she tosses out GG and then does her unblockable, GG will spark you, and then all of a sudden you're getting hit with a 25% unblockable that does massive damage. I mean, she's doing somewhere around like, you know, 40 to 50% off of this. So it's really crazy the amount of damage you could get off this as well. Very oppressive tools, right? So it makes you wonder why they took out some of the other things. It's like this game got really more aggressive, it feels like they make you go back to neutral more, but then also you have more aggressive tools. It is very interesting choice. I guess they felt like because the game was getting more aggressive, they wanted to have less knockdowns for the opportunities of the things that are happening on the screen. They didn't want you to get you know, a DP or, you know, random EX knockdown into unblockable situations a lot, I guess. So they wanted to like stop the craziness. They sort of knew what they were doing when they made this mechanic, which is very interesting. But yeah, these are some really interesting mechanics. Like I said, I'm not too fond of the ultimate skills. I think the ultimate skills are a little lackluster as far as what they bring to the table for each character. Once again, they are combo limit, they cause 50 meter, they can refund 25, but they don't really give too much value because you can't really do too much into them. Like, I don't even think you can combo into them, at least the characters that I tried, where I haven't seen no one combo into them. Someone could mistake me, you know, correct me if I'm wrong. There are some characters that have some pretty good ones though. Like, for example, I believe Ladiva gets armor on the headbutts. That one's pretty good. There is the Percival one where he gets 9 stocks. It takes a little while for it to charge up, but if you get that, he passes his stock threshold, which could be really nice. So like characters that get like these extra properties or benefits on, like, you know, something that they have in their system as far as like how the character plays, those are the ones I think are going to be the better ones than the ones that just toss out like a big fireball or something like that really don't give you that much value and stuff. But overall, like I said, the game feels pretty much like Granblue. As far as the shortcuts and stuff go, I have a video coming out on that as well, but yeah, it definitely is crazy charge characters can definitely just do things. They have nerfed something. Once again, there are changes. I believe they nerfed Charlotta Blockable a little bit, so it isn't as crazy. They thought about it a little bit when it comes to the charge characters. Eustace seems pretty good when it comes to, I messed around with him, and just being able to toss out things like doing run up with the balls, you know, with the shots from behind, and then run up with the fireball stuff. He could just do crazy things. You run up fireball, run up that. This game has a run button now too, so you can, like, you know, put both together, which is crazy. So it definitely makes things wild, and it allows for some really crazy things to happen, for sure. I'm still not too fond of the change, for sure, because I really think there was an interesting game plan behind rotating your cooldowns and having cooldown management, and just, you know, it was like just an extra layer of the gameplay that was just there, that's just not there no more, and you won't experience or see at the highest level no more, which, you know, unfortunately that's not there. But you will still see people use some of the inputs just because they're more natural to them. Like, for example, I still find myself doing some fireball inputs because I'm just more used to doing those. But of course, when it comes to DPs and stuff like that, I'm always doing it. Or when I'm playing the charge characters, I'm always doing it. So when it comes to charge characters, I'm always doing it. When it comes to DPs, I'm always doing it. And certain other things, like if I'm doing like a run in like down motion, rather than doing that, I'm just doing the inputs. And of course, for all supers from now on, I'm just doing the easy inputs. They even changed things like for example, sad life. They changed Vegeta super, so she now always get the deadly rave, as you can see. So we just get him from blocking. It's no longer a deadly rave. She always do it. She always go hair blue, and you don't have to worry about it no more. So some of the uniqueness of certain characters that were there before are no longer there. Like, one of the cool things about her was that, right? The fact that there was a regular version and then a cool version, or, you know, a harder version where you had to manually time it. Her hair turns blue, and then you get this big flash at the end. That's no longer there. She does all of it, but it's no longer like you being a part of the super. And like, some characters just lost some flair when it comes to it, you know? I think that's some of the downsides when it comes to the easy inputs being the same as the modern inputs. But overall, it's still Granblue. The game is still fun. I still love the game. I'm still having a blast playing the beta. And overall, it's still a fun experience. So overall, I think it's going to be a, you know, pretty good game when it comes out. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the beta, guys. Let me know down in the comments below how you guys feel about the beta. Have you been watching it? Have you got your hands on it? Let me know how you guys feel about the mechanics, how you feel about the ultimate skills. Do you think they're more useful than I'm giving them credit for? How you feel about the new auto combos into high-low mix-up that every character got now? And also, how do you feel about the new dashing moves and stuff like that? And what's your take on the simple inputs versus the manual inputs inside this game? Do you feel like it was justified? Do you feel like it's okay for the game? Let me know all of that down in the comments below. Anyway, if you like anything I had to say, drop me a like, really appreciate it. And if you want more from me, follow my socials. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn notifications so you know the next video goes live. As always, my name is Dyken, and I'll see you next time. Signing out.